What's in your list?
Just random.
Okay. So with us we have Hila, Juve, Dalia.
Hi.
I'm gonna try to make this quick and painless. I was not gonna tell this story. The reason is because it borders on like rated R material.
Sex?
It's
Drugs.
kind of risque.
Now I need details.
So I'm gonna try to be as G-rated about it. So I'm gonna say things in a really roundabout way. This story is about the chillest breakup ever. So, Pumpkincheeks.
The finale!
Yes.
Why you said it like yes?
We mutually decided that we were gonna end things between us. I was like, hey, I'll head over, we could talk about this in person. So I head over to her place, we sit at the kitchen counter, and we're talking about it in person, about how we feel the same way, how it's probably the best move for the both of us to stay friends and like for everything to be good between us. And it was going surprisingly well. Like we were coming to terms and there was no pain, like no hurt feelings, nothing. Like it was chill. And we're like, wow, that was simple. This whole time, her family's there. Her parents are there. They're like, I don't know, making dinner or whatever. And every time they turn around, we like stop talking. And then when they get back to whatever they're doing, we like keep talking. Because no one knew about it still. So, right. And then her mom's like, hey, Pumpkincheeks, you think you can run to the store and get me some milk? I'm gonna make some, what was it that she made? I think she made like popsicles or something. And she was like, yeah, sure. So the two of us, we went in the car, went to Walgreens, bought some milk. And the whole time we were talking like, you know what, I'm really glad that we could come to this agreement. Like, this was really straightforward and no games, nothing. And I'm glad that we came to this and we could still be friends. Like, high-fiving each other, give each other a dap, like, this is going well. We get back to her place. Her mom makes us like popsicles or something like that. And we eat popsicles. Just broken up. And it was really chill.
Literally. Pun intended?
Yes. So that weekend I end up going to Tampa to visit some friends. And I'm in Tampa and every day late at night she asks me, are you home? And I'm like, no, I'm in Tampa with friends. Next night, same thing, late at night, are you home? I'm in Tampa with my friends. Next night, Sunday, same thing. Monday, I was actually home. So she texted me, hey, are you home? And I was like, yes, why? And she was like, what, I can't ask if you're home? And I was like, no, it's not that, but I mean, I don't know. And she's like,
random.
yeah.
For 5 days in a row.
Yeah. She was like, what? What's the problem? You don't want me to see you? You don't want me to head over? What's the issue? The real issue was I didn't want us to like get back together. Because I'm weak.
That's probably what you wanted.
Right. But I was like, no, I don't want us to fight. That's what I said. Which is actually another good reason for her not to visit. So I was like, no, actually, I don't want us to fight. And she was like, what? What are we going to fight about? What? And because I'm not a man, I like couldn't think of anything. So
You're already
she ended
fighting this conversation.
She ended up coming over. So she came into my place, and I lived on my own at the time. Immediately, she goes into my bedroom, sits on my bed. And I was like, talking to her from the kitchen, like, hey, you want something to drink? Maybe? We can come out here, we can talk over the table or something. We can hang out over here.
It's in your old place, right?
Mhm.
Where was she?
In my bedroom.
Why?
Huh?
Wait, why?
She just went straight
in
there.
Hey, Josh!
Yeah. And she was like, no, I'm okay here. And I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know. So I walk into the bedroom, but I stand literally in the opposite corner from the bed. Like, in the corner. And she's just sitting in the bed, like, carefree,
Hey,
like,
how you
hey,
doing?
just sit right here. What's the problem? Like, that was her face. And
Wait,
she
were
was,
her pants on? Sorry.
yes, her pants were on.
It's an important...
Her shirts were on.
I need that.
Her shirts. Her shirt was on. I was trying to keep the conversation like normal, you know, like, oh, so what did you want to talk about here? What are you doing here? La, la, la. She was like, oh, come on, just sit down. What's the issue? You don't have to stand up. You look
Get behind me,
uncomfortable.
Satan.
I'm not uncomfortable. What she ends up doing, she had a lanyard with keys on the end, and she ends up swinging it and hitting me with the keys. And it hurt. Like, it actually hurt. And I was like, stop. Like, what the heck? No. And then I would like leave the room or like try to walk out, and she would hit me like really hard with the lanyard with the
You're into
keys.
that. Maybe she's into
And then I was like,
I was about to ask.
I was like, no, don't do that.
You're not into that
And then
bullshit?
she would
Yeah.
just keep
She
like,
keeps ignoring my question.
She didn't. So wait,
assume
before she hit you, she didn't establish a safe word.
no safe word.
Oh.
No safe
Uh-oh.
word. So we were in dangerous waters.
Pineapple.
She just keeps like whacking me with this key,
Whacking
with the
you?
keys. And I was like, stop. So like, I knew what was going on at this point. I was like, please, no. I try to like grab the keys And then she like pulls me, and I fall on the bed, and we're both there.
We know
And
what
I
she
was
trying to do, though.
I was like, oh gosh. So I just like let go and like get up, and she hits me with the lanyard again, and I'm like, ugh.
That's what she wanted.
She likes it rough. She wants you to. I'm not there, right?
So
Right
I was like, Mama. So we were.
Oh my god.
I was like,
Nada, estamos hablando de matemáticas. No, de
calculus.
estaba haciendo estudios en mi cuarto.
Calculus.
Solo.
Okay.
Like, listen to what I'm saying. Calculus.
Eso espero. Pórtate bien.
So I end up like grabbing the lanyard, like same thing happens, and I'm like, "Brr," like mad, so I like pin her down, and then it was like,
Oh.
it was like, so
That's exactly what you did.
mixed emotions, right? She's like, what's the problem? Well, you can't take the lanyard? Like, whoa, you're not man. She didn't look like that. Like, she said it in a more girly way. There was this tipping point where I was like, you know what? Like, forget it. Like, if we're gonna do this, forget it. So, like, we get into it, like, romantically.
Well, you are a dude. It makes sense.
And, like, I fell into her trap. Whatever. So, and it was exactly what I didn't want to happen. So, it was like, okay. I was just like, whatever at this point. But then, the way it was going, it was progressing quickly. She was saying things like that implied that she wanted me to, like, go all the way, you know? And that's not my style. So, and I, especially not considering the circumstances, I didn't want that to happen. So I didn't respond. Like, I just acted like she didn't say anything. And she would, like, keep, like, bringing it up, like, have me, or I don't know what girls do. And I was, like, just there, like, not having any. And then there was this point where she just, like, became stiff. And she, like, realized that, like, I wasn't gonna do anything. And then it was no fun after that, so I stopped too. Yeah, then she got her stuff and like left. And she had to take, never mind, that's not relevant. But,
I want to know.
she had to take so,
Oh, never mind. You can edit that out.
yes,
Edit that out.
yes, I'm gonna. Okay,
This quickly.
she leaves and I was like, well, that sucks. It was so chill. It could have been so chill. Turns out she left like her keys and her name tag from work at my place. So she had to come back
That was on purpose.
to get it.
God.
And
Cindy project.
she drove by, I like threw it in her window and I was like, and then she drove away and we didn't talk after that, like for good. And that's the end of the saga. That's it. Yeah, it was kind of
I
sad.
wish this was more of a PG rated, PG-13, so you'd know more details. That could make it, like, it sounds more weird.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this whole thing. I'll leave a playlist of all the videos in order in the description. Subscribe, and that was the chillest breakup ever.
Could have been.
Almost. So close. And then my phone died.
Oh.
And I watched The Conjuring. And then hung out with my friends. And then went home and plugged my phone in. I think it was Redbubble. I got it.
I really want
I like this shirt.
new shirts.
It's a Pokemon thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I like it. I like nerdy shirts.
You don't think it's satanico?
No. I was traumatized because of that. My mom threw away my Pokemon collection. Eso es a Satanás. She wasn't even Christian. Just because the news told her. I had collected almost every single Pokemon at that time.
I hate
That
the news.
sucks.